Back to the Haraba Show. I'm your host, Garrett Haraba. Today we have on two special guests today, David Brooks and Fashawn Ashanti. And today we're just going to discuss some quick points on culture, gender, and language. My first question is gender. How do you define gender in our gender roles in our society? Fashawn?
I feel that in today's society, both genders struggle to fit in. But I do believe that at times they do try to stay true to themselves, but also to, have their own identity between each other.
David?
Boys are falling more and more behind in our society. They're becoming more preteen. They also mentally mature much slower than girls do and require more discipline for their actions.
Good points, both of you guys. And I just want to quickly move on to my next topic, which is language. And my question is the use of slang today by young people, does that hinder their ability to develop a proper way of speaking, do you think? Rashawn?
I do believe so, only because I remember when I was growing up, I wasn't the typical young black male. I embraced education, and I struggled every day to fit in with everyone because everyone around me used slang for the most part, and I do believe it affects their overall education.
David?
Yes, because it has been proven that boys who generally use slang lack performance in their education. Therefore, it leads to a decline in boys graduating from schools across the board.
Guys, great points. I'd love to go on, but we have to go to our last subject today, which is culture. My question is, how does an individual's personal culture affect their success in education? David?
It affects success in education by influencing people's attitudes about their physical contact and that everybody has to be homogeneous. It's this perception that you have to be a good student and you have to be good to succeed in life, but in all, everyone has diversity and everyone is different.
Fashawn?
I believe that, culture is a big thing when it comes to education, only because I think it depends on how you were raised and the culture you were raised in, and I feel that with that decides whether you work very hard, you don't work too hard, or it's all based on the way you were raised in that family with your culture and how you're pushed through, because everyone is raised different, everyone's in different cultures, so I believe every culture has a different goal towards education.
That's all the time we have. There's nothing on this paper. Good night.